Welcome to my live. I am so excited that you're able to join me. We are going to have so much fun. Say hi as you come in so I know that you're here. If you are new and are not currently working with a designer, please just comment the word newbie and I will make sure to send you some Chalk Couture information. If you're watching the replay, hi. So what is Chalk Couture? We are a fun high-end DIY home decor company used to make different gifts and decorations from your home on a budget. So Chalk Couture has so many fun products. We have our Chalkology chalk paste, which is great for chalkboards where you can design and repeat as much as you like. We also have Couture ink, so you can make permanent on fabrics or glass or ceramics. We have hundreds of reusable silkscreen transfers, lots of fun tools, and a full assortment of different surfaces for all of your projects. You want to make sure you join my Chalkaholic VIP group. This is where there's so much more fun and there's specials. You can also sign up for a workshop. I love to hold workshops and share my love of Chalk Couture. We also have Club Couture. This is a fun mail subscription where you get an exclusive transfer and chalk paste sent to your home every month for the low price of $19.99. You can also host your own private party, get your friends and family together and make your own projects. You can also become a designer and start your own empire. There's so many different ways with Chalk Couture to make money. If you are excited about any of these things, please just send me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So don't forget, in my Chalkaholic VIP group, if you post a picture of your finished project, you will be entered in a drawing for a free transfer every month. How exciting is that? So without further ado, let's go on and let's chalk this project. Thank you so much for helping me, and let's. Hi, everybody. Hi, Vanessa. How are you? Did you see, Vanessa, the 2 Try Me kits that came back today? I did post that in here, so I hope you saw that. They were great ones. I know you've been waiting for more of them to come back in stock, Vanessa. Hello, everybody. Say hi as you come in. I wasn't planning on doing a video tonight, but I don't know why. I didn't have a bad day, but I feel a little sad. I don't know why. So I thought this would cheer me up to do a fun little project with you guys tonight while I'm cooking some dinner. So hopefully I can finish this before my dinner burns in the oven. So hello. Okay, so what I want to do tonight is one of our Watts of Love transfers called Dream Bigger. If you remember, we did a t-shirt, which I can actually go and get because it's down here. Hold on a second. I should have worn this one tonight. I wish I would have thought about it because I would have worn this tonight. Look at this t-shirt that we inked. I guess I'll just hold it up. Look at that, Dream Bigger. Isn't this super cute? So this is using our Couture inks. And what happens is when I iron this, it makes it permanent and then I can wash this in the washing machine. So we're going to use the same transfer on a different surface using our chalk paste. But isn't this, I should have really worn this shirt tonight and I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about it. So I'm going to go ahead and share my workstation with you guys, okay? So this is our Dream Bigger transfer. And what's so amazing about this transfer is that it is one of our charity transfers for the Watts of Love. Watts of Love is a really amazing charity that could really come in handy right now during the heavy natural disaster storms coming through. Because what they do is they provide solar lights to people without power. And last I saw, which was this morning, there was 500,000 people without power in those areas. So what they do is they go with the solar power lights so they can get work done, clean up until the electricity is restored, all of that. So I'm sure they would go and help those people. They are also doing a lot of out of country, helping also a lot in Malawi recently and soon again. So there's different ways that you can contribute to the Watts of Love. One of them is by buying our Watts of Love transfers. We have a couple of them right now. And $2 of each purchase of a Watts of Love transfer go directly to the charity. And for every $50 they raise, that buys them a light to give. The light, I think I moved during my bingo because I just had a charity bingo. Another way you can is every time you order off of my website, which I did pin here, if you round up to the nearest dollar, all of that change goes to them, which adds up very quickly, okay? And the third way is just making a straight donation on my website there under the tab that says Watts of Love. So either way is great. I also want to play with one of our new surfaces. This is our new box frame, okay? It comes in 3 different sizes. Doesn't it come in 3? Yeah, it comes in the 5x5, which has been sold out. I haven't even received mine from launch day yet. The 5x7, and this is the 9x12. This has a little bit of, I don't know if that's from the wax. I did put some wax because it's wood. And what I love about this surface, hold on, this is bothering me, so I'm going to have to chip some of this off. It's coming off with my fingernail. I'm not sure if I did that because I did wax it, or if it's just the texture of the wood, okay? So, one side is this. Let me take these off. I thought this would be perfect in my office upstairs, so I wanted to use this on a wood surface because I don't want to erase it. One side looks this way, and both of them are kind of framed, each side. And then the other side is all this color. Oh, you know what? I didn't wax this side, but that's a hard choice of what side to put it on. I think, but it's neat because, hey Christy, you can chalk on both sides if you like. But I think for this project, I'm gonna go right on this side. I've already waxed this side using our paste wax. And the reason why you wax is because the wood has all these little ridges, little nooks and crannies, and you don't want your paste to run in them. So by filling that with some of our paste wax, it makes sure you have a smooth transfer. And also, if you have a piece of unfinished wood, you don't want little shards of wood on the back of your transfer, because watch, your transfer is a reusable silk screen transfer. There's no weeding, there's no stencil, so there is a silk screen. See how my finger won't go through? And then you want to keep your backer sheet. And I'm going to take my fuzzing cloth and I'm going to fuzz. It just makes the transfer a little less sticky. It softens that up so that it doesn't stick too much, because you don't want it to stretch when you're pulling it off. Okay, and you also don't want to pull off what's on your surface. All right, so there we go. And then I'm gonna place it. Oh, this is gonna be so pretty and perfect. I don't know, this might end up being a gift because I have a feeling this is gonna be perfect for anything. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna smooth all of this screen because any open space you see is a silk screen, and you don't want any bubbles. Bubble is trouble, because if you have a bubble, it's going to kind of make your chalk paste lumpy as it transfers through, and we don't want that. So I'm just gonna make sure everything is down. I went ahead and picked some colors because this is gonna go in my house, okay? And some of the colors that I picked the other night, I really fell in love with our En Vogue color called Rosewood. I love this color, and I think it's gonna look really great for these flowers, okay? I was trying to think if I wanted to add another color, but I really wasn't in the mood for a pinky color to go with this. But I am kind of on the fence about Currant Jam with it. That would be my second, one of my favorites. So maybe we'll do those two. What do you think? Currant Jam. I just really wanted to use the Rosewood because it's gorgeous. The other color I was contemplating was Papaya, but now that I see it, it's more of an orangey color, which is okay too. But I think I'm gonna stick with Rosewood, and then I'll think about whether or not I want to do some currant jam. And then for the Dream Bigger, I was going to use our other In Vogue color. This is called Camel, and I love it. It's my perfect color. And then for the leaves, I was thinking maybe a hot mess between sage and pesto. I think they have a great contrast that would look really good. And I even just saw that even the t-shirt, I did a hot mess on those leaves. So I must have really loved it to think about it again, okay? So this is our color palette we're gonna use. I haven't used currant jam in a while, but as you can see, before I close the jars, I add some distilled water, and it's not that bad. I'm impressed. Anytime you open a paste jar and you go to stir it up and it seems like it is thicker than like sour cream, you're gonna add a little bit of distilled water in it. I don't suggest you adding regular faucet water unless you're just using a paste single packet and you're not gonna keep it for a while, because our chalk pastes are organic, and sometimes, who knows, the minerals in the water can cause mold to form. It could also cause some bubbling, okay? There we go. Now I will say our chalk paste, after they're opened, they say 6 months to a year they're good for. I have had this currant jam much longer than that, and it is still good to go as long as you take care of it. Make sure every month, I try to send a reminder on the 10th now, that you're stirring your chalk paste and you're making sure that they don't dry out and that you are storing them flat and not on their sides. So that is our currant jam, and then we'll get our Rosewood out. I just love this color. Do you see this color? And see, we just used this the other day and it's already started to thicken here. And we're just gonna stir that up. Okay, for this project, we are gonna use the paste and peel method because I'm moving a little slow. I don't know why. I didn't have a bad day. I'm just tired. Oh, let's see. This is a perfect example of when you open a jar and it's perfect. Maybe almost a little too thin, but that is beautiful. And then let's open our pesto. Pesto is a little on the chunky side, so I'm just gonna spray some distilled water in here and then stir this up. Stir that up. You can get one of those tiny little mixers that people use for drinks and really get in and mix these, the little hand mixer. I don't find that completely necessary. If you have too many chunks, a lot of designers also will pop these jars in the microwave for about 8 seconds and then stir. And they're finding that they're able to break down some of the chunkiness in here. Okay, doesn't bother me because when I use my squeegees, it just goes right back into the jar and it goes on smooth. And then this is my sage. And that pesto might start to get chunky because that one is well over a year old, I'm sure, with the pesto. Okay, so we have those, and the paste and peel method is a method that you use. I usually go top to bottom, and what you're gonna do is as you are chalking your surface, you're going to lift your transfer because you don't want your chalk paste to dry in the silkscreen. If your chalk paste dries in the silkscreen, it's gonna look very choppy when you pull it up, and sometimes it doesn't look too bad because you may like that distressed look, but it may not be the look that you're going for. So I will show you. And we're gonna start with this flower up here, and I'm just gonna grab one of my mini squeegees, and I'm gonna take my Rosewood and put a little bit on there. And then, I kind of wanted that one Rosewood. Well, we can do those two Rosewood. I kind of want to do them all Rosewood. Is that bad? Well, I can't decide, so let's do this one first. Yeah, I think I want to do them all. I was gonna make like different colors, but I really love this color. All right, so I'll just show you because I couldn't make up my mind. Now I have chalked my Rosewood flower, and then I'm just gonna peel it down for a few seconds. See how that transferred right through? Now, if it dries on the transfer now, no big deal. We just don't want it to dry in the screen. Okay, now that we finished that part, it's okay if there's paste in the screen because our paste is water soluble. You can always take it to the sink and wash that out. I love that color. I really hope they add that to the regular lineup and don't just leave it as in Vogue where it just goes away. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do this whole section here. And I want more of it to be the sagey color and just accents and pesto. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my sage on my stir stick, and you can do this with as many different colors as you want, and depending on how you want it to look, you can do different size of the hot mess dots. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just coming through like this and like this. See that? And you can call it a hot mess because it looks like a hot mess until you're done, and you're just kind of making a mess by putting this paste everywhere. You do want to be careful though, because you don't want to put too much, because you're probably not going to be able to scoop this back into the jar because your colors are going to marble and mix. And then I'm just going to come through. I love this pesto with the pesto. Like this. And like this. There we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna go for my small squeegee, which is a little bigger than that mini squeegee, and I'm gonna just come through. You can do a little twist action with your wrist. You could go straight down. It all depends on what you like. But if you're using wood like this, you do want to try to stay on the board. Although I did wax, so sometimes if you do get a little bit off your board, as long as it's waxed, you can lift it up. We may find out because I may have gone off a little bit there. Put that there. And then I'm going to come this way. And then I'm going to go this way. And then all of that excess. And again, if you want less of a marbled look and more of a completely blended look, you would have smaller dotting of your hot mess. I like the bigger dots for stuff like this, but it's all whatever you like. You can make it yours. And each time you do it, you can do it differently as well, which is really cool. All right. So then I'm just gonna make sure that any excess is off, because if it's too thick, it's gonna be lumpy. And I only like my mashed potatoes lumpy. All right. I have a feeling this is gonna be amazing. I have a little bit of paste up there. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and take the top and we're gonna peel it down. Oh, it's exactly what I wanted. And I'm gonna go all the way across to release all of that through our transfer. That is exactly what I wanted. Oh, I love it. See, now I'm happy. Now I am very happy. Okay. I love that look. Isn't that beautiful? And then I'm gonna lay this back down. It's okay because I'm not gonna smear what I've already done because I'm not gonna touch that anymore. I'm just gonna go back to these flowers. And I need to decide if I'm gonna use currant jam. Oh, I just put a little bit of green in that flower. Hold on. When my board erasers start to break up, I keep the little pieces to get off stuff just like that. You see how I had a little bit on there and I just got that off. And then, let me get a fresh paper towel. I will use a little paper towel to dry it. And then I can even lift up my transfer to make sure my board is dry underneath. So So I'm going to take this currant jam and we'll do this one over here. Thank you, Christy. And then I'm going to go like this. I just love this transfer. And I had a good feeling this transfer would make me happy today, which is really crazy. I don't have any reason to feel sad today. I had a great day at work, but maybe it's all the news. Sometimes watching the news gets me down, and there's been a lot of stuff on the news that hasn't been great. Look how pretty that, oh, that is good. That is really good with the rosewood, the currant jam. I love it. I'm gonna put that back down. And then we'll go ahead and do this one in the currant jam. Just gonna dip my squeegee right in there to do this one. And then any excess is gonna go right back into the jar. And then we'll let that one peek through. Pretty, pretty flower. And then I'm gonna get my camel ready, which I was thinking about doing Dream and Bigger in a different color, but I kind of like this one. So I'm just going to, I think it's gonna look good against the background. I'm gonna put that on and then get another little squeegee. You can never have enough of these little squeegees, I'll tell you. And then I'm just gonna go like that. And then I'm not gonna add any water to this one today because it seems like it's pretty well thinned at the consistency. There we go. And get that Dream Bigger.
Yeah, I will. I can't even use it. If I use it, my game will
All right.
crash.
And then we'll just bring that down. Oh, that was such a good choice. Look how pretty that is. This is Camel, our En Vogue color. That looks great with the sage. Put that down. And then let's go ahead and get our sage. And we'll go ahead
Did we get it? You find a purple one?
and put that there.
They're all over here.
And then I'm
Here, I
going
need one of their
to
weapons. Just one of them. I choose your weapon. Wait, I killed two of them.
put some like that. And then I'm just gonna grab that same small squeegee and blend those together. Just like this.
The blue thing? Where is it? Oh, that's the blue thing.
There we go. And I'll just put
I know.
the excess in a paper towel since I mixed the two together. I love these two colors together. Again, this is sage and pesto.
Oh. Not so good.
And then we'll go ahead and do this little rosewood flower while we're here.
Instead of crashing my game.
Hi, Julie. How you doing? We're doing a little fun project that I'm already trying to think of what I want to put on the back of this rosewood. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to peel this off and I'm going to show you in a second. Who wants to see it? Oh boy.
Oh, you got some
How's your work week going, Julie?
nice.
Okay. So right now I am just
So I got fruit.
putting my paste away. I'm going to show you what we used. We used pesto, one of my favorites. And I'm taking the stir stick that I used to start. I'm going around the sides just to get any off that's just going to dry because the water is going to evaporate. And then I'm putting a squirt in here. I'm not going to do that. Where's your lid, Sage? There you are. I'm not going to do that to the Camel because remember that one was a little on the thinner side. So I'm just going to take my stir stick and go around to get as least off the sides as possible. This is Camel. And then Rosewood. Get all that off of the side. I'm going to give it a squirt. Oh, what a pretty color, Rosewood. That, I think, so far is my favorite, but that is only because I'm still waiting for that olive to come. Maybe that's why I'm sad, is because I've been waiting for this olive for too long. Okay. That was the #1 thing on my list of paste to get, and it still is not here from July the 15th. Okay, ready? Are you ready? I should dry it so I don't put my finger in it, huh? Look at this. How beautiful is this? Dream bigger. Yeah, I know you did, Julie. I went back on Tuesday. Let me put it down here, then you guys can see. I think the lighting is better. What do you think? Is the lighting better down here? I think so.
Wait, do you have an upgrade bench?
Let me see. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, it is. There we go.
Wait, what happened to
I think this is gorgeous. And again, this is our new box frame. They have changed. If you remember our old ones, the back was flat. Hold on, let me dry this before I mess it up. The paste is really fun to watch because it goes on like a wet paint and then it dries like just a matte chalk. And it's a fun process to watch. I just always speed it up for you guys so I don't mess it up. I love the way that these leaves look. So this is one side. Thank you, Christy. I love it too. And then the other side is like this, but instead of the old way, this also has like a boxed in frame. So you can have 2 different sides that you design on. So I may just end up putting another one of our Watts of Love transfer on here, but this is what I was after. Now I have the problem of wondering if this is going to be a gift or something I'm going to display in my office. This is perfect for the office, and I think it's inspirational, but then also very pretty. Very pretty. All right. So thank you so much, Christy. I love it too. I love the currant jam with the rosewood, and I love the hot mess on those leaves. Isn't that pretty? Okay, guys. Well, luckily my husband came home, so dinner's not burning because I had salmon in the oven. All right. Thank you so much. You guys definitely did help me cheer up a little bit tonight. I'm going to take a picture of this and post it. If you're interested in this transfer, you can go to the pinned post on there, or here is the chalk site so you can get your own. And remember, $2 from every sale of this transfer goes to the Watts of Love. So thank you guys very much. Have a good night.